regional minister what the napro bono akwa kopiem wo enkrimanten manten bi baabi e hwe se ne be ya wo mo besi efia adokoro ye nhu
ense bi ka ho ane de bram sakasebo akenkanfo na nwumre ye beso mo eyeme eja kwabena mene
nana ekua kobi
Africa sebo ne munsam nie de esi ye basa wose ye si ovet na se ye nyina ye hu aka ho asema bepem nne enam so ema speaker of parliament ka se na shebedwafo 9 amiensa fi donkuma nafa na baako efi donkese nafa no ni ye bi omuda na die ovet na se no ensam fata se omuba na shebedwam nti watwe omasensan ye na watwe mienu na sabasaba se na esi ye no ekwada ne preto we sori a asemesi na yeye we sori a obintin na yeye we sori a emfirime na domkuma no ba no dani onyafo ma Alexander Afanyo Markins edi to je mu say speaker na ma otu ye ne ginesi osi ye no osi gina no akaka bensam so osi gina no akoma so a ne boso a emra ema ho kwan na so ne omukom na hyebedwamu no onyafo Afanyo Markins trese basabasa ye si ye ya wada no sa ho so bobi obabi a wo mo emfamo no.
Mr. Speaker, we cannot take your power to discipline from you. But we believe that when this is tempered with assurance that the way forward will be better, you will be able to reinstate our colleagues who temporarily have been denied access to this chamber and the precincts of Parliament. Ours is not to undermine your authority. After all, it is the confidence we had in you that made us by consensus to vote you into office. And we accept your authority. Mr. Speaker, we do not think that we should litigate this matter even on procedure. We are more interested in the outcome, which is not a desired outcome. Today, I, on behalf of my caucus, would want to assure the public that such an action will not be seen in the public space again. Mr. Speaker, I take full responsibility as a leader on my side on all actions that took place. I will therefore conclude by inviting you, Mr. Speaker, to, in the circumstance and with assurances given, to consider a rescission of the decision you communicated to the House, as well as all consequential matters thereto.
Yeda soa ewo mrahye bedwafie na nanu ada enam ho ema ensema esisi ye ewo mrahye bedwafie keka table ne microphone sese no eno nam so ema mrahye bedwafie wo mo ba no dani wo suspend nipa 9 24 9 bi na no nam so ma ne mrahye bedwafie wo majority leader ye Mahama Ayariga edi to just say wo sre mrahye bedwani ba no dani say obadwo nsogu na so aye ntwa ntontwene ye pepa enti mfonso a wo mo ye ye no wo sere o mada kofo a wo suspended wo mo no won twensan no form mfonso enche wo.
They are regrettable. And so, Mr. Speaker, I will support the appeal of my colleague, the minority leader, that you temper justice with mercy. I agree that your decision to suspend some colleagues was timely, and I believe that it has been understood by the generality of Ghanaians as a step that restored the image of this parliament. And so, Mr. Speaker, I believe that your action has achieved its objectives. But as you can see, our colleagues are remorseful. Our colleagues accept your decision in good faith. And our colleagues are appealing to you to review your decision to suspend your suspension, to reconsider your decision to suspend. Mr. Speaker, it is not only members of the minority side that were suspended. In fact, the chief whip of the majority side was also suspended. So clearly, the conduct was on both sides. And I also, on behalf of my side, appeal to you to reconsider your decision and lift the suspensions so that our colleagues can join us, whilst the other measures that you are putting in place so that long term we can ensure the orderly conduct of business in this House is achieved. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Ebradom kuma ba no deni ede mafom mfam bone ncheme na ode chopa ema speaker wono ankasa na fam so ogi de sie ni nyina atum semfo so no wono no yeye de to so mienu wo pa chew ede ma mrasebujafo miensan na odonkuma na fa no wo ka ni nyina wie na dom kase ba no deni so e ka ni de wie ye no onenyanfo speaker of parliament etina se hwe omani mudi no hu ni se ahunu kase pa na ko mienu nyina no wo ho ente ho behia se odinfom so no echenche ne dey sa nipa 9 na ya si yomo mamna sebedwam a omo ne didi suyi onunyanfo roxin nursing dafia makpo wono na oye majority whip na fi onunyanfo frankano dompre ono ye minority whip Jerry Ahmed Saib wono second deputy minority whip na fi Al Hassan Tampuli wono ye gushegum na sebedwani no na ye kasai sa suspension say atwe omo sa na otwe mienu no speaker enso atwe asan.
This house is often referred to as a house of might and majesty. Might because it's the combination of the sovereignty of all the people in the country. Majesty because the king or queen is part of the house. And therefore, there can be no power higher than that of Parliament. And the person who represents Parliament is the Speaker. And so I sit here and I exercise your powers, and I create an environment for you to be able to perform your function. And I go according to the rules. You can disagree with the Speaker, and the rules and the laws of Ghana permit you to do so, and also details out the procedure on how to handle the disagreement. But the rules are very clear as to what they refer to as disorder or contempt of Parliament. And for me to preserve and uphold that might, majesty, and dignity of the House, I should not shed any responsibility in applying and enforcing the rules. And that was exactly what I did. Even though some of the members are my personal friends, I refer to as sons. So please, you can ask your leaders when they approach me with this. Yes, as a father, when your son commits an offense, you don't punish the son to the extent that you break his or her leg. That becomes a big problem for you, the father. And nobody is perfect. We are all fallible. So I listened to the apology, and here it was repeated by the minority leader for and on behalf of the members of the caucus, and supported by the majority leader. It's not only words. Before me, they demonstrated and assured me of their total support to me and the deputy speakers to ensure that we have an efficient and an effective functioning parliament in Ghana. So I am satisfied with not just the statement, but also their conduct. And I will proceed to lift the suspension of the 4 members of Parliament that I considered were involved in disorderly conduct which amounted to contempt. The rules are very clear, and I did refer to them and stated clearly that because we are in the transitional mood, we will not be able to put committees in place, including that of the Privileges and Immunities Committee. And the standing orders grant me the power and authority to do what I did. And clearly, the jurisprudence are very clear that when contempt is committed in facie curia, you don't proceed to set up another committee or court or whatever to investigate and submit a report.
Every Adish Mama, Ibejina Wilsonia, who might see a bonus. Yeah, Bassia.
adesima me adam ase se bunya bretwen yen ma yekoto nkredi kan madaroma yetwa ye kasebo no so
yeda so a ewo mrahye bedwafie nenne wo mrahye bedwafie no minority leader Alexander Afenyomakin wodi atu dwa se Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa honorable na afen so Samuel Nate George wono saa nipa mienu wo mo ehwe animu se wo mo ebeye voting kakra bi secret voting ansa na wo magye wo matum esan se document bi wo ho na esen ko wo mo deba nanso enei wo mo nsankan enti eno nam so ama ne secret voting na wo ka no eno mo behwe so no ansa na wo mo de wo mo atum
has provided some of the documents. The rest are yet to. So we went through the records and they took note that they were going to follow up. The other nominee has not provided a single document that he himself promised to provide to us. So I even suggested to them that in view of that, we can take those nominees who don't have any issue at all, so that those we are waiting the documentation, when those documents come, we'll deal with it. Just on the corridors, they assured me that they were chasing for those documents. My respected colleague engaged me and indicated that whilst we wait for those documents, we could proceed. I told him that I do not have any problem with the assurance that those documents will come, because these are nominees who are spoken on record that they were going to provide the document. It's been days after the vetting. If they said they had it, why are they not bringing those documents? So, Mr. Speaker, for my respected colleague, the chair of the committee, to spring a surprise, these are some of the frustrations we go through. And Mr. Speaker, I speak on my 5 points of fellowship. I am not acting in bad faith. In all truthfulness, I am not aware that the report has been signed. And we all know that before the chair signs, the clerk will sign. If indeed the engagement with me this morning, where we agreed that they were going to get those documents, is any engagement to go by, then how would it be that the clerk would sign with the chair, knowing that they brought me a draft report? Mr. Speaker, I would want to plead with my colleagues. Let us spend more time to Jojo. I will not frustrate you. It is your government. You must form the government. Mr. Speaker, I can only constructively criticize you after you form your government. I do not have any business holding you back. I want that to be on record. But the approach, Mr. Speaker, is not the best. The approach is not the best. If he still wants to proceed, Mr. Speaker, in spite of all I have said, I would not mind. Of the nominees, we have only two issues. We are voting, we are taking you through a secret ballot on two nominees. And I've indicated to you, the Honorable Sam George and Honorable Ablakwa. All the others, can I finish? Can I finish? All the others, by consensus, we don't have a problem. However, those documents that they promised bringing to us must be available. That is the only condition. I don't have any other problem.
Now, wasansem kroya ho ana majority leader Oninyafo Mahama Yerga so kire se de Oninyafo Afenyomakin se kanone ya adwene a enyeye ne tete sa ne se de seso mu ye bia na wo ma ye awie enti se bi obi so de nkrata bi ba na se nkrata ne be ka committee ne nsa na no kire se onipa na dwuma se so ye no esisi de kwan ye ma no kwan e ma no enye enti se be ka se e bia ye be ye secret voting bia ansa ne age Oninyafo Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa ene Sam George atomu no wone minority leader ya adwene a enyeye.
Mr. Speaker, I am aware of the matters that are being discussed. And in fact, and in truth, the minority leader has discussed those matters with me. He has indicated that he has no objection to the reports except that during the vetting, 2 nominees promised to present certain documents to the committee, and he has not seen those documents. Subsequently, he confirmed that 1 has brought some documents, and he has no problem with the one who has brought the documents, but that 1 of them has not brought the relevant document that he requested for. I had a response for him also. I told him that in my opinion, the document that he is asking for cannot stand between us and approving that nominee. That document, in my opinion, cannot stand between us and approving the nominee. And in any case, Mr. Speaker, when the committee met, at the close of the sitting of the committee took a decision on all the nominees. The committee did not say that they were suspending decision on any particular nominee pending that nominee submitting any document. And the decisions were taken before the full glare of Ghanaians. On television, the media were present and they captured the moment when the decisions were taken on each and every one of the nominees. And no decision was conditional. No nominee had his or her approval subjected to the provision of any document. So if after you have left the committee and the committee has already taken a decision to approve all of them by consensus, you will come and say that you don't agree and they must submit some documents. I will not accept that. So you can come to the chamber and you can say whatever you want to say, but I am standing my grounds, and every single one of those nominees will be approved by consensus in this chamber. I communicated that to my brother on the other side. So we agreed that he should come and say whatever he will say, and I will have my say. So, Mr. Speaker, we are going to take the report, Mr. Speaker, subject to you granting us leave to vary the order of business, and he can debate the report, but the reports say that the committee approved them by consensus. So no 2 members, no 2 nominees are going to be taken out of the report.
Yen free Mrashebedwafie na opani kwankyerefo a yeyi no foforo ede ama Ghana Tourism Authority eye Maame Maryland Maame Efua Edu na ne bra wokopie mu ewo ne office foforo ene ye de ahye ne nsei wone eye adwumayefo ewo ho edi nkomo enya nkitahodie efa sene ebe ya wo mo beboa ama tourism a ewo Ghana no etumpon na bra wo mo ye handling over no eno na enam so ema enka ne siya no wo ho eye agyeman wo ka kire ne say ene bra wa ba wo be ye adwuma no obeboa no obeso ne nsa no woni na ye adwuma se ne be ya Ghana tourism no empuntu a ye hwehwe no ye nsa aka
so enuanom ne adofo we je madam asese mo ba be jame wo ha anope enna sekese ma Erade Nyankopon ena efri ho a na eko President John Dramani Mahama wama me sa opportunity we say me so memfa madwene kakra ne ma hondi ebesebe Madagana meda munyina ase nemom enna sekese so me wo the staff and directors of GTA for the warm welcome they gave me. It's better for for receiving me so warmly, and I'm grateful. I'm counting on them. Say, am I successful?
Oh, there are two things. One, the digital platforms now. You start, to say Visit Ghana app. And the platform I you won't say you about say any registering and licensing tourism sites. So when any come digital agenda number two, marketing. Social programs idea to December and GH beyond the return. Experience Ghana, share Ghana. Kwabena obit fantasy and the Black Star experience. Yama opinion John Dramani Mama saw Deban. Kwabena with me I integrating into the agenda. Sanyama two in a food talk account for so Osha Paya with me I'm another town na efe. But me wo Gigi Onimo, Nina Kutanka Kai, I mean so with my Yamana.
Ye be film na shebe dwam ne miahoda na fe yakọ agudie mu ensemu. Ayrawo sam si na otwetwam ye wie ya ewo nsuatere ewo bono mantamu. Ni nyina ne se Kumasi Asante Kotoko boku no ene Nsuatrema United de ye liga ebo ya kansi kwahye so ewo nsuatere. Menti mo ase kosore wo ho amekọ wi ase no. Kotoko echitafo baako aye frɛ no Pole a waji din pa o Kotoko supporters mu no. Emrantie bi na so bi atwese kan ewo nseka yaya yakunu ewo nsuatere na sasemi eba bonte no na ebinom ka se ebra na branch ne da no moje enyunu no na ambulance ka nso siwo na ka yehwe kwansa ambulance fo befa na kɔ no wo mo frɛ ambulance driver wo hi adwuma efo wo hi omo ye na kyese ambulance wo ho driver ni ho na nurse fo ni ho na omo so bo no ebo mo pa na no na ambulance service for so kyese sasemi ekɔ so omo keka no enye nokre Bejom Kasamafo Edema Ambulance Services Simon Yusuf Keura eni edi hunkomo.
Tama ebo ball no ansa na akakakra na moko second half. Ena ntukwa ebi esi between Kotoko ne Nsuatere for ntem. Nti emu hono na ye staff crew no ambulance crew no aya ko provide medical cover no. Inti tamana ntukwa ni si and bi mo prepare so no more inside park no inside omohwe ni mo prepare no into anu ekire na enya ne tie se e wo bisikan outside the felt inti amanfo bi epagia no edi ba gate no ho pay so na ambulance ni si inti that time no mo din buy no na EMTs ambulance staff no win ho no more inside ehwe ni omo prepare no into that time into yes nipa 9 April na omo hwe omo ho into omo nya some information say e wo bisikan no omo rashe ba gate na no e betu say nipa ne da ho omo hwe omo ba na omo hwe no e na omo di ni 2 ambulance mu wo nwi e de call the polyclinic Inti yedi ne kono krampo no yedi oxygen edisi ni so ansa na ekodru Nsuatere polyclinic and I handing over ama polyclinic no edwumayefo ombo no inti no etire ekọ be 7 o'clock eho and enya ne tie say nipa no efrim but time e be fa no no efrim inti me pese me make it bibia clear na manfo hu say so bi obeka say ambulance edwumayefo na ye hwahan no anya na kore it is never true say ye benya anka nipa na bo no omo nyina nim basic aid am betumaye ama samboja no krampo na ne ewo ne sikai amboja no efri mo ba bleeding no anka o metumi ekontrol sa bleeding no but anya enyina na wo sanim die no inti unsa ambulance service any ankra bebre amafo bebre edi adwenkyere bia basa anka ebenya ye schools from primary school up to university level anka sa anima we nyina CPR ne emergency treatment abetumi first aid ne betumi dia manipa no anka yan sha se church we school mo enti nipa no bedru university level na say SSB no na BBC o bibia obetumi aboa ama nipa no anya ne nkwa.
Regional Minister Honorable Linda Obinewa Akweli enei what na krobo akwakopie mu ewo circle Kaneshi La Pass ene mantema ekaka ho na ni nyina ne se enkremante mu ha eniema ni efi a ekokokoso no wode nhyehyeye ene niema egu akwan ma eno beboa amasa efi na ekoso ye mante mu ha no eno esi ano kwan na oni nsentwofo kasa woni nsentwofo kasa no wasanso hyebo bi se woba wobehwe na Kaneshi Foot Bridge no wahwe aso ano ede ama wo.
Monitoring. When we were just touring the place, I asked the coordinating director whether what are some of the measures put in place to monitor the task force, whether they are working or not. And they told me that definitely we will intensify. So that is what they told me, they are monitoring team. So we have to intensify the monitoring team to make sure that they work. That is all. They engage coordinating directors. They own the market. They are responsible for all the markets within the district. Yes. Challenges if even possible say increase staff now. We will try as much as possible increase you better prevent it. But it's an America you see a dimpa my dear. It will be to ade obenya kakra di no. You to be in case because you person I was seeing tie amount for enum sem. Ye tie enum sem a you better boa you betumi aye de e de aboa mu. Ye boa mu wi a ne ya che mu ne onbe free on ya wey. I have quite clean. The only challenge that they need the bean. Say, beans around. Say, people will not litter filter. So far so good. My say, you call carnations to me one. Market centers. Dumping. Your friend say, it's on course. So. We only have to improve upon it. Any coordinators na kasa, any market women na kasa, any amount for baby akasa. Any problems, we'll go back to the table, meet the coordinating directors. If possible, we also meet the assembly members involved, meet the service providers. Any service provider, providing services to say Zoom line or say. Ni any more atenase. Ni asha kwanya ya befa because most of the markets need containers. What you are saying, you try our best. You better improve sanitation work.
We would fight and ensure that the work done there, they speed it up. Number two, all those who sell on the main pavements, there are people that we need to sit and talk with them. This is a market area, and I told them that my minister is coming, and I don't want to see a single field around here. Now, if you are not monitor, so I was said the piano. I had to say, as Sonny says, a year, my yenina. Minjin say as a member of parliament, you know, I am a person. Maybe intimidating will be now, but you'll be a Juma finish. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, minister, you know. Our agenda is to reset this nation and get things done on course. It is our prayer that a year from now you have a different story to tell around our market area.
Yeah, that's why in Samahudrumuna Ghana Federation of Labour for that to do so man Ghana Yamra HS on your Fiaduasa, Educia 60 years now as I say, Oko pension, as we are pensioner. No, just say, but this have been a bit while when you 60 years, but one day when anybody else will come out. In Sakabe Yanka Yamshana and Fiona, you were coming at the account. Now, some of that today and not for. Any tea in pay for say as someone can a woman there now so no yet to me and kind of trust as I say a twat you know quite pa yes jinaye I was asam.
Abra osofo ayaboni din se omra mehwe apedie so eye onumunyamfo Abdul Rashid Al Hassan Pelpo okopie mo vetting committee no enase no wonum bisa ye se anyenye bia wo behwe se de Ghana yen hyehyeye asitie wo bi enya evigie aduosia na okwa ahomegye mu no wo behwe se wo betwe ade akonfinhye aduosia num anase mfinhye aduoso esan se ebedru sa abre no na wonum ho edin eno na opanyi kire se womo guso a womo eka ho asempo eda pono so a womo edwojo na womo ahwe ekwan a wode ebefa so enti Ghana Federation of Labour womo eguso a womo ka ho asem no nam so ema UTV nsentwefo ebo modern organized labor biti se NAT any TUC womo echirechiri mu ene said ye isi etie
ye two money na ban 18 It's not going to our scheme. The money is not going. 3% in a casa buy a triano. They say I could do 30 million. I buy grant you 1 CD. When you nature then you come and tell us that we should go and extend our retirement age. What? They should make sure that they make pensions better. Now, if pensions are better, not only a dream race or retirement, and you think that the person should come and work fine, but don't make the condition for pension people worse. Because for some people, no, life at age 60, 61, no, life is no longer worth living. Because almost every day, you what I say, or how I'm a busiano. You don't bring anything. Always you are sick. Always you are that. Always you are that. So you yourself, you wish. Say you should go.
Ghana, here then is 60 years. So this 60 years, that's compulsory retirement age. But say minister na Oba honorable people say I want to be in the answer me say you don't feel no pain anymore. I think so saying you do carry you na you do who reasons in tia or casa. To me, coming from the labor side in the year, say the papa who was saying to na you discuss it. Na in there you come say adieu a bubble mine. Me as a labor leader, never born workers, never born members, never born mine or any idea in a yarding to be ditched. In the way you propose, so when you say you interrogate it, now you papa womb. Say you are there about body by energy before so say you are there about one so you need to be doing discussing and the more I say you to the phone.
Adesh mama yesre mu be gina we nso ni asa ho be kase bonus yesre.
Adishama ye kwaya ya san babio madaro ma ye to ekase ebo no so.
Energy News Africa Limited and Afe Ghana Journalist Association woma kan womo to mabum na ne omo ke nina ne se womo di dwumadie bi ba be hyehye so ni Ghana nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ bebre na se ne ebe ya eno ebeboa ama se womo kwa abonten na womo report ensɛm afa petroleum power and Afe energy minister energy sector ho nsɛm na eno beboa ma womo anya accurate information di aba sani ebe ya womo nkɔfa nsɛm bi a eni ho enti enu nti ena wo ma hyehye sa dwumadie ya womo de be ma journalist fo nyina.
By reporting on energy issues na ebetumi aboa ye pa eni se wote hwa na bia obi di asem media beto Facebook ye kaya Rwanda obi na tina radio so ka se omunku ntafre no omo tafre so ye nipa ono or refer to yonku nipo ena nipa no wa se tam se kan ena omo start se omukuku omo ho enti se ba reporting na make sure se ade na ye report no source ni free hifan ansa na ye dia ba abonten se ye hwe na niam ewom no ye terms ye soso na ntumi nchiremu ayemfa mrafom kakra ema manfo entiase because eno ni ye dwuma as reporters ti ye hwe ye energy aye use ewo man ni mu na e ba reporter nipa bebre ni eto dampo na ebi obi kra area owo na ahoma bi akote na ye dum the light make em free VRO and free gridco and free netco baby or one ebia na ye locally ne ho na nso obeka say na edum so na aba enti na ye dum light enti say ye na ye wo social media be hwe hu ye na say bia wo hu say ebia baby light bi akọ off ye mfre panyin no wo sa area ho no a da ECG ano no ye mbusa no ye den di enti na light we akọ off base say na betumi edi na betumi aboa ma Ghana fo ankasa no ye plan ye na betumi plan ye wo hear information na ofre nipa no onfa usually na ya na the next step nse bia ye be kọ baby o mo ye adwuma no sene be ya oho no mo ye adwuma ye nkọ mo office ye nkọ enkwa ye nya information e hia ne famfiri mo ansa na all the information dey about because one thing is say oti asem na onye to Facebook a obi kan wie ye no okọ onza mba Facebook right make kro kan wie ye ne data asa enti se later wo ko hu no kra na se obecho to wa se nipa na obehu first no ebia onza mba kan bio na de o kan first na ne hyentim no de nam enti se uhu ade na se onyanya confirmation na enfa to Facebook en posti opa akonipa no ho se ye ECG akomo office munko we panyin no mumbisa no se sen na se no kra ewom ne sen ansa ne tumi e de ato.
As a journalist, how do you ensure say any information that you are reporting on, any information that you are even posting on social media no, is accurate? You understand? These are part of conversations that we are having here. We are just, and I think this platform now we're creating, so it's very, very important. It refreshes all of us our memories on how important social media is, how important our field is, and how we can leverage social media to rather promote and develop our country rather than to use the platform to sort of cause our country to retrogress.
And Pembe Breno, Russia, on Sahens and Shofono, Yanshada and specialize it. Specialization is a Abian Ramos will be a finance, media, my emergency report and answer energy. And unqua, the way as Anna would me at sa sector, and I said, but and then Shofono. Bibre yasa nyame ado me energy background but me so me start say me follow sector no nyame ado me anse metime for me web and I create a website me dey bo na ma hoden ene petrol and say fuel ho nsam dewuro na Ghana ha na ya wono pembebre se bibi esia sem fan say yes low shed and I say dum so obi kwatena social media asema ye no kura na wakwa kyerɛ wato na here central phone so ye fa ye hwehwom na yakwa akwakyerɛ nti ukwakyerɛ na wokoto eba free fintentan so na hu say frenya no kura afianse wo kwakwa delete story no eba it put your credibility in question.
Die ensemu na adwumako ba kwa ye frɛ no M-Kopa Ghana Limited omo adwuma ku a ye ka ifidi ahoro ye de dinkra na se ye de dinkita ho te se mobile phone na se foi ehun dwa no mu di na wa bio mu pa na omo chese wi asesa enti ho behia se mobile phone na se fo a omo de ye adwuma na so omo de hu dwa no so no omo de ne wi ase no ekọ pepepe ebeba enti ne de me no ka sei omo da phones ahodo bi edi no ye M-Kopa X2 and afi M-Kopa X20 omo chese niema ewo sa phone mu no enya subini
na M-Kopa X series phones ya abeyi ebiti se M-Kopa X2 ene X20 nyame adom omadan ne di ewo Ghana adwaman so ekuta camera quality afei internal storage no so eson ene wo high processing power ade ede ba ko wo phone yi ho ene se ewo flexible payment method enti no se wo pese wo to na onkura sika ni nyina preko a ombetimi ama wo hye ya wo de betua ne nkakra na afei so ekita insurance package se bia ye je to hospital a ebetimi aso wasene director Emma strategy and operations ewo M-Kopa phones wolanyo egbuku etrin semuse
yewo X20 and yesan wo X2 na X20 no eno na specifications no e was true inti fane se wo a otai twitwa video any pictures otai call out enumere open quality pictures etwa the X20 is for you. Processing power no was 6 gig of memory, processing memory, and a sound 256 gig of memory, meaning say ubetimi download the videos, pictures, and here pay be 5 years of memory and sada. And I sound X2 ye more perform no nanso ebia mo bottom endru ya X2 no amamo na X2 no specs no so very good. Enim camera near 13 megapixels, near 13 and enim near 8 megapixels. Our 4 gig of memory and our storage also no 64 yes and the 128 ebe san ba market no mu ejuma bia o ye bia se o ye mason no o ye carpenter M-Kopa X series every day ubetia sika kakra ebe do 4 months 6 months no na wetie wie na phone no abeye wodia fanesa wato M-Kopa X series ende ochine ya owo hospital cover owo life insurance meaning say what of phone ende ochina wire ya ma do hospital for receipt bra na chere say wa hospital M-Kopa beman sika aboa ama wetua obills no na enye eno nkwan so fane say nyame mpengu biom ebia bibi ato ama waka echi webusiafo a omo aka no sika egodru 5000 Ghana cedis na de bema omo se omo embo omo na omo hye brase foforo so when asempa M-Kopa Ghana ye de abre Ghana for na afen so otofo no na se o screen no ya fast sign for phone no bra ya ye be fixe ama ubetua sika kakrebi ye wo Ghana hafa neni na se open phone ni bia to a call MTN shop bia eben o call MTN shop bia eben wa ubenya M-Kopa X series ato afen so ye wo agents a omunam chrome usia omumu bia na ubiso omo a omo be che o se na ubenya M-Kopa X series ne bia to for WhatsApp your number ye 055 166 8800 message bubio 055 166 8800 o text here e wo WhatsApp ya beba baby a wo bia na ye phone abre ewu ya se bibi fifi
ewie enche ye kwakoto aba ede yi mpanyifo abaye Council of State na no na akọ agoti me Jofia ewo framantemu a assembly members wono makomako dunum emudu miensa ede desrede eto framantem soafo na fe mpanifo framantemu letter commission ene womu a esefata se womu kabi mane bawu nyina se so womu be yi obi amana kosi omanan ewo ho a womu nyi obi osefata na emu na ho fan se de be ya womu so do mo hwehwe no womu sa betumi aka
Assembly members for Council of State members election in Agotime Zofi district. The attention of Assembly members of Agotime Zofi district has been drawn to an unfortunate and undemocratic development regarding the selection of representatives for the upcoming Council of State members election. It has come to our notice that the district coordinating director, Honorable Ruben Akufo of the Agotime Zofi district assembly, has unilaterally selected Honorable Seth Godson Adovlo and Peace Gbafa Honorable to participate in the crucial election without the knowledge and consent of the assembly members. This This action undermines the principle of fairness, transparency, and inclusivity that should guide the democratic process at the local government level, pursuant to Article 89, Clause 2A of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. That states that the district assembly members, both elected and appointed, shall vote to select 2 representatives to participate in the regional election. Unfortunately, this was not the case, as many of us were left unaware in the process, denying us the opportunity to participate or even be considered. This raised serious concern about the integrity of the representatives of our district in the Council of State member election. We demand 1. Fair representation. An inclusive and democratic process should be followed to ensure that all members have a say in who represent the district. 2. Full transparency. The DCD should immediately provide clarity on the criteria and process used in the selection of the representatives. 3. Immediate readdress. The Regional Coordinating Council and relevant authorities should intervene to rectify this unfair practice to restore confidence in our local governance. We urge all stakeholders, including traditional leaders, civil society organizations, and general public, to take interest in this matter to safeguard democratic practices that govern our districts. To upholding transparency, fairness, and good governance in the Agotime district.
Yeah, the Casabona Conavia and Sana, yeah, Cow Sans Roberto Seno. A possible account for the amount, not G didn't be a pepsodent. A Gumahu draw, the Mamma Sitchin Amaya Day, the Mamma Numa, the Mamma safe to come out. The Mamma would not toss what to me did no feel was Sereno. Ning in a bureau. I was Chamfa and tis open a portion a ye out which you will see, and we never sending in a pepsodent. Midi de Eja Quabrambene.
Nana Ekia Kobi.
Yenny a day Casabona